We're going to get started in like a second. I just want to make sure I got everything in order. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. For whatever reason, I cannot stream to Twitter tonight, which kind of sucks because that's where I get a lot of my audience from nowadays. But I love my people, so we just gonna leave it at we gonna do it with the people who here, and I will copy and share over there on Twitter, and they can come on over if they want to. Okay. I hope I'm on the right account because usually if I mess up, I'm on the wrong account. Nope, I'm on the right account. Okay, great. So we're gonna do top commenter of the day, and then we're gonna dive right into it. Okay, top commenter of the day goes to Kayla. Kayla was in here when I went live, not before. Janelle, Aaliyah, and of course, Danny is here. Hello to y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I promise I will not keep y'all long. We're gonna make this short and sweet because I don't want to be on here all day, and y'all don't want to be on here all day. Okay. All right. Now let's get this. So Monday Night Raw was kicked off with none other than y'all favorite mommy, Rhea Ripley. Now y'all know Rhea has been gone for what 3 months. Sorry, it's blowing in my face. All right. So Rhea's been gone for 3 months. It feels like it's been longer, but it's only been 3 months. Hello, Nika. How are you? And she came out there basically to stake her claim to that world women's world heavyweight championship. She wasn't talking about Dominic, which she been giving Dominic the cold shoulder, which you will see that happen throughout majority of the night. But she made it very clear what her intentions were. She said Rhea to make sure that understood that she was coming for her and that championship. Now, Liv Morgan, being the sly little devil that she is, did not decided to decline to come out there after she was called out by the former world champion, Rhea Ripley. She declined to come out there, and Rhea's nails was beaten. It was giving today, honey. She was missing one, but she good. She was missing it. Mm-hmm. Them was some cute nails. They must have been some custom press ons because them was cute. I thought they was acrylics. But anyways, DeAndre Richardson said, "Hey everyone, I was there and it was great. I'm glad you had a good time. They usually have some type of dark match, so I hope you got to watch the dark match." But anyways, Rhea made it very clear that she was not coming back just to fight over no man. She said her end goal something back that belongs to her, and she ain't talking about Dominic. She's talking about that damn title. Now, Liv decided to keep her distance, okay, because she know if the Rhea Ripley get her hands on her, then it's gonna be playtime is over. So Liv decided to do her shit from the back. She taunted that Dom, who also came out there while Rhea was trying to, handle some business without him. He came out there to make his amends and try to apologize, but Rhea wasn't trying to hear that shit. Okay, she just wasn't. It was not going the way Dominic Mysterio wanted it to go, babes, and rightfully so, seeing as how he is the reason why a lot of this shit was going down. But here's the kicker part about this whole situation between Dom, Liv, and Rhea. For 3 months, count them, 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan has been on the show. Dominic Mysterio has not been keeping in contact with Rhea Ripley, and the question has to be asked, like, why is that? Why weren't you keeping in contact with her? I mean, y'all supposed to have open communication, which is something that she stressed on multiple occasions when it came to y'all maintaining the level of the group and everything. She made it very clear that communication was key to her. And Dominic had not been doing that. And something about that just sit right in my spirit. Now, when Rhea came out there, Rhea usually has an R and a D on her face. She usually has it like written on her face, on her cheek, on her right cheek, I believe it is. And instead of it being RD, it was RR. And I said, a little foreshadowing here, just a little bit, yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. Now, like I said, Liv Morgan continued to stir the pot. Okay, she was, in the back doing her 1-2 Diddy vignette, talking cash shit, holding the championship. She smiled with her whole mouth, which I think is really weird. But go off, sis. Do you? She was making it very clear that it was not gonna stop, and she said she's still gonna take everything from her, and that's what she wants. She want all that she had. She already got her championship. She's very close to getting her man, and all she need now is to finish taking out Judgment Day. Now, Liv made it very clear that no matter what Rhea did, at first she wasn't trying to go after Dominic like that. She didn't really understand what she saw in him. But then she said, I saw into his eyes and I understood. And now I want him because you had him, which is some nasty ass shit, by the way. That's gross. Like you're really nasty, bro. It's giving desperate. It's giving.
Dumb. That's right, nigga. Whore bells.
Yeah, it's giving whore bells. It's giving whore bells, honey. It's nasty and I don't like it. So Rhea made it very clear that once this is over and done with, she will no longer be champion. And she was like, she'll be taking that championship back and it'll come right there where it belongs. Liv knew she was gonna get stomped faster than that Kirk Franklin song, child. Yeah, that dead eye smile gives 4-year-old. It's her whole mouth. She just opens her whole mouth to smile. And I just find that to be quite disturbing. I do. Now, sans Rhea coming back, everything seemed to be quiet with the exception of a few things. Okay. Now, Sheamus had a match today with Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed been on quite the losing streak. Okay. Bronson has been losing his ass off. Okay. I don't know what he planned on doing in the meantime, but Bronson has been losing a lot lately. He lost today to Sheamus. Sheamus won his match fair and square. It was a decent match between the two men. But for some reason, Pete Dunne came out there to take out Bronson after Bronson was trying to attack Sheamus from behind. But it comes that he did it only so that he could be the one to attack Sheamus from behind. It's a very interesting story developing here. Now, Tyler Bate is injured. Okay. Do you like Brody Lee? Of course. It's an odd question to ask. But sure, God rest his soul. Now, it's an odd story the way that it's developing, but for the most part, it's a pretty decent setup. That Pete Dunne is on his own, and they have decided they're going to move into a new direction with Pete, and they're going to use Sheamus to build him up, which I can appreciate. And I like Pete, so it's going to be interesting to see what Pete does. And it seems that Pete's going to be the heel, which I don't have a problem with. Pete's been a face for a very long time, so him being the heel works for him. No, it was just an interesting mini segment here. Now, we also got a match between Sonya Deville and Zelina Vega. Now, for whatever reason, Zelina Vega and the rest of the ragtag crew that she done created seem to be in their feelings about um Sonya and her ragtag crew seem to be in their feelings about Zelina Vega being at the front of the line to get the championship off of Liv Morgan. She feels as though she should be first in line due to the fact that her match was compromised by Dominic Mysterio. Now, Sonya's like, no, you lost. Get to the back of the line, bitch. It don't matter anyways because I'm here, so you can go sit down. She was like, bitch, between you and your forehead, I don't know whether you coming or going. But anyways, she was like I said, everybody else gonna have to get behind me because the line starts behind me. Here comes Shayna and January 6th sitting up there talking about some, well, you gonna have to get behind us. And I was like, us? We? Ism? If I recall, y'all have lost multiple title shots, not only title shots, but multiple matches. Quite frankly, nobody's getting behind you except for Sonya, which kudos to you, bitch. You're gonna have to carry a lot of weight. But the problem I'm having here is that y'all are second claim to something that you have not earned, nor do you deserve. Y'all have lost just about every opportunity that was handed to you or given to you to win the said opportunity for championships or to get an opportunity for one. Like y'all lost every one of them. So no, y'all not finna get no opportunities at no damn belts. No, go sit your ass down somewhere. Help Sonya get her opportunities. That's what you need to be doing. Everything else is irrelevant. Okay. Now, for the rest of the night, what we got was we got a short match between Sonya and Selena Vega, and for the most part, it was okay until like about a minute or two in, Shayna messed up the Zelina Vega's arm. Sonya was able to get the win. It was about a 2.5 to maybe 3 minute match, if that. It wasn't even worth the time that they took to have the match. Happy birthday to your father. It wasn't worth the time to have the match that they took. They could have just had her beat her up backstage, honestly. Then the Disco Twins and Lyra came to their rescue, which they ended up having a match later on tonight, to which Shayna and Zoe did end up winning. And I was just like, all right, whatever worked for you, I guess. Because at this point, we just tired. You know what I'm saying? We are tired. I think Zelina actually got hurt really with her arm. I have no idea. They didn't report anything, so I have no idea if she did. If she did, I hope she gets better because Zelina was on quite the roll. She's been having some really decent matches lately, so I was fine with that. So Gunther and Damian Priest faced off today. Gunther was called out by Damian before his match with Braun Strowman. And Damian made it very clear to Gunther that, you can come out here and say what you got to say. We're going to have this face to face right now. Now, Gunther was being uber petty. Gunther said, I know you was the little boy sitting down watching on TV. You was sitting here you were living your dream. Congratulations. But I'm here to tell you that you ain't been living up to the hype of your dream, baby. Okay, you pretty much have failed at that. I said, well, goddamn, just shit on the man's dream. Just shit all the way on it. Just tear it up. He basically said, you ain't shit. Your dreams is terrible. I said, okay, girl. He tore Damian Priest ass a new one. He basically was like, I don't have to worry about dreams because I'm just that good. I come from great stock. I come from money. I know what I'm doing. I'm a winner, and you're a loser. You're a loser. That's why you need dreams to go and do things. I just get up in the morning and decide I want to do it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I have drive and tenacity, and what I'm gonna do is do what I always do because it's always up to me. It's always left up to me to restore the honor and the glory of this great sport because people like you don't deserve to be champions. And I'm going to make sure that by SummerSlam, you're going to be done. Your dream is going to be over. Damien was like, nigga, please. Damien said, you just don't get it. He was like, he said, the reason why I'm champion and the reason why I'm standing here, he said, yeah, you don't like dreams. You don't need dreams for you. Dreams don't mean anything. But he said, I come from nothing. He said, while you was over in Europe getting everything handed to you with a silver spoon in your fucking mouth, I was over here in the streets grinding, trying to just get here, let alone be champion. Which leads me to believe that the expectation was to just be a part of WWE. There was no expectation beyond that. I got to set new goals once I achieve this massive goal. You feel me? Damian Priest was like, I got here and now I'm the champion. And he said, and ain't nobody going to take that shit from me. Not even you. With everything you got and all your prowess and all your accolades and everything that you've done, you still not going to take this championship from me. And Gunther was like, child, He said, "You can't get mad at me because you some street trash. You can't get mad because I come from good lineage. You can't get mad because my parents cared about me and was able to spend money on me. You can't get mad because I have money and I came from good stock and you didn't. You can't get mad at me for that." But he said, "It's okay because I'm going to alleviate the pressure off of you. I'm going to alleviate the pain. I'm going to alleviate all of that. I'm going to help you out." You feel me? And of course, Damien was like, "You know what? You know what's funny?" He said, "You seem to think you already got this in the bag. You seem to think you've won. You think this is over." He said, "The reason why you're not going to beat me now at SummerSlam in 2 weeks is the same reason why you didn't beat Sammy at WrestleMania. And it's because you ain't got no heart. You seem to think that all it takes is good talent and skill to beat people. But that's not how this works." He was like, "It doesn't matter how you slice it or where you come from, how much money you got. It don't matter. At the end of the day, I'm going to make sure that I beat you and send your ass to the bottom so that you can know what it feels like to work for something. So you can know what it feels like to actually earn something instead of having it handed to you." Damien ate Gunther's ass up. Gunther got mad as hell when he said that shit. Now, I ain't never seen Gunther get that rattled. I ain't never seen that happen before. Gunther usually keep his composure and his cool no matter who he going up against. But that stuck in his craw a lot. He didn't like that at all, baby. He was not feeling it. So, Damian Priest had a match with Gunther. He not Gunther with Braun Strowman. He beat Braun Strowman. Then Gunther came out there on the attack, and he was able to thwart Gunther. And I was like, suck it now. It was messy, honey, but I likes me a lot of mess. Now all night, Damian Priest uh been going at Dominic Mysterio, taunting him and shit. Okay. The first time is when they got ready to go into the room and Dominic had her some black roses in there and she threw the roses at him. Stop it. She threw the roses at him and Damien was just like, "Man, tough break." He was going at that nigga neck. He was like, "It's consequences to your actions, bro. I don't know what to tell you." Now, later on, Damien's getting ready to head out to talk to Gunther. And of course, Dominic is standing next to him and he's like, "Why didn't you tell me that mommy was coming back?" And he was like, the same reason why you lied to me for weeks, telling me that you talked to her and you didn't. He said, had you had talked to her, you would have known that she was coming back. But you didn't call her for months. You had been lying to me, telling me that you were taking care of things, and you weren't. You had been lying, telling me that you were talking to Rhea, and you weren't. So he said, it was time for you to get a taste of your own medicine. And I bet you it don't feel nice being lied to. He was like, whatever, man. Then Jey Uso walks up. And Jey Uso was like, "Tell me it's true, man. Tell me it's true. Tell me that Rhea Ripley is out here single as a bird. Tell me it's true." He was like, single and ready to mingle. He was like, maybe. He was like, "Oh, yeet." He was like, "Yeet, yeet." He was like, "No, no yeet." And you put that whopper back in your pocket. He was like, "You don't talk about mommy like that." He was like, he said he walked away. He was like, "You tell mommy I said hi." That nigga Jay was so ignorant. Let me see if I got that picture. I think I do have that picture. I do. I do. I had it. I just gotta pull it out, y'all. He fucking knew. Rico stupid. He fucking knew. You knew. You knew. Anyways, so once Jey Uso got to have this little banter back and forth, Damien decided he wanted to be a messy queen, honey, and stir the pot. And he was like, "You gonna let him talk to you like that?" He was like, "Damn, son, like if you love your mommy, you won't let him talk to you like that. I mean, you went to jail. You know, you're supposed to be hardcore, dirty Dom. You know, you can't let him dog you out like that." And that's when Adam Pierce, well, Jay Uso went to Adam Pierce and got the match made. And so it was a match between Dominic Mysterio and Jay Uso. Now, during this match, Dominic was out there. And of course, Liv rears her head. The horror bells are ringing, honey. They are a ringing. Okay. She rears her head. Hello, Nicole. I had to pull a Animaniacs. Hello, nurse. Anyways, Liv come out there with some real cute boots on, by the way. I really liked her boots. You know, she a boot queen, honey. But anyways, Liv came out there, to help Dom because he was getting ready to lose. And he pulls him out. He tells her, like, leave me alone. I'm in the middle of a match. What do you want? Why are you here? Not never mind. And you got to be a bold bitch to do this while his woman or said girlfriend is in the back. You know she's there. Like, why are you meddling in his business knowing she's there? You feel me? And instead of what I don't like is how you ain't got no realism, right? Like in my mind, right? The way I would have booked it is don't set Rhea's music up to hit when she comes out there. Let the music hit when the segment is over. Let her come out through the crowd and almost get Liv, and Liv runs away. I mean, fingertips. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fingertips away from her. Like don't let her go get away that easy. Like she got away because she was tipping in them boots, honey.
Right.
Tipping in them boots. But the reason why Rhea came out there in the first place is because once again, Liv straddled Dom. It was Dom who fell on Liv. And instead of him getting up immediately, Liv then turns him over and straddles him and him again. So Rhea comes out there and tries to get at her and doesn't get to her because she runs off again.
She said she want to go run.
That's what she said, child. But then,
You're a liar.
so, are you doing your birthday nails? So that happened. Okay. To the extent of the women's division, that was all we got. And really, that was all we needed for the women. We didn't need a lot. We had two matches. There were two matches for the women tonight. And there was full segments for the women tonight. So we got to even kill the stuff going on for the women. But there was a lot happening in the men's division. Let's start off with the first one out with Rhea and them. So Dom made it very clear, he was going after Jay Uso because he felt like he was being disrespectful. And he was like, I don't want anybody to think that they could just say whatever you want. You're mine. You're my mommy. And she was like, excuse me? And Carlito walked up to him and was like, man, that's not cool. That's not cool, bro. So he got his ass whooped at the end of the match, y'all. There was no getting around that. It was inevitable that he was going to get his ass whipped, okay? And when he got in the back, Damian Priest was like, you lost in front of Rhea, huh? Gosh, tough break. Meanwhile, I'm whipping Gunther's ass. I beat Braun Strowman, and you can't even beat little old Jey Uso. Damn, son. So Rhea came back there, and he was like, "Did you have to talk to Rhea yet?" And he was just like, "Oh, speaking of the devil, gotta go." And he left. Rhea's standing there, and she tells him, she says, Dominic, I don't belong to anybody. She said, but you're mine. You belong to me. And she gave him the black rose that he gave to her. So it seems like all is well in the Rhea and Dom camp for now. But I'm telling y'all to be very careful when we watch SummerSlam in 2 weeks. Because in 2 weeks, you're going to have one of two things. Either Rhea Ripley's going to get her championship back, and then she's going to pretty much knee Dominic Mysterio in the balls and get rid of him. Or Rhea Ripley's not going to get that championship back, and Dominic Mysterio is going to help Liv Morgan win, and they're going to look like they're in a coup together, only for Dominic Mysterio to be played Probably on Monday Night Raw after. I'm telling you, something in the milk ain't clean here. Something stank. Okay. I gotta redo my nails. I gotta cut the rest of them because three of them on my right hand done broke. Child, you got to put you some nail. You got to put builder gel on your nails. You have natural nails, so you need an overlay on your nails. And since you don't do acrylic and you don't do polygel, you need to use a bottle of builder acrylic gel. I'll send you a place where you can get it from because you need it. You need it. I love that Damien is messy. We love a messy queen. We do. Nicole did give Nicole her credit because she did say that. She did, but I something about that just don't smell right. It's. I don't like how Rhea wrapped that all up, and I feel like even if it's wrapped up nice in a bow, like let's just say Rhea do win the title back at SummerSlam, right? It ain't gonna be no oh well we a family again. Rhea is gonna read that child for filth. Okay, why don't you use gel? Is they at Target? I'm sure it is some builder gels at Target. I'm sure there are. The builder gel I use is not at Target, but he does not use gel. He does not have a lamp to use gel. So, and gel's very it's a very sturdy product. It's harder, so it won't chip or cause your nails to break as much. It actually will add some strength to your nails, but it take focus to use gel, honey. And you gotta have clean up shit. Child, that's another topic for another day. So let's get into Drew McIntyre because we got one more piece to get into. And Drew McIntyre's shady ass. It Drew, honey. It Drew. He said, Nicole, I barely know what any of this nail ish is. I'm flying blind and I just want to look pretty. I've never seen builder gel at Target. You could be wrong. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it isn't there. Um, I'm gonna just get on the Zoom with Tiffy and have her walk me through. I can tell you where you can get some gel products from. You can either get it from Amazon, which Amazon has everything. Shein has it. Temu has it. I prefer to buy it from Nail Couture. That is where I get my gel products from, and I like it. But you can get lamps and all that shit from Amazon. It's not hard to do. I low key haven't seen one at Target because I get some of my gel light press ons and tools. The Hidden Graws. Okay, so Drew McIntyre, not because I'm bougie. My mother calls me bougie. She does. That's fucked up. All right. So Drew was called back to Monday Night Raw today because he was, hailed for his abhorrent behavior towards not only Adam Pierce, but everybody in the locker room and staff. Drew has put his hands on multiple refs. He has elbowed Adam Pierce in the mouth. He has no remorse for anything that has happened to him or anything that he has done, and then continues to make excuses for everything that has happened to him. One thing you have to understand about things in this world where every action has a reaction. And in Drew McIntyre's case, he has literally caused every aspect of his demise from WrestleMania all the way up until now. Had he had not taunted CM Punk, he would still be world champion possibly right now. Had he had not taken CM Punk's bracelet off of his arm, he might have been able to capture the world championship at Money in the Bank. But instead, Drew McIntyre has made excuse after excuse after excuse about CM Punk's behavior and refuses to take any responsibility for his own. And with that being said, Adam Pierce made it very clear that while he understands his frustration, that he has to act accordingly. And he feels like there's something special happening between him and CM Punk, that this could lead to a very good matchup between the two of them. But his unprofessionalism and his disrespect is not going to help him get any further. And in the beginning, it seemed like CM Punk, that Drew McIntyre was playing along until Adam told him that he had to apologize to the referees that he attacked and almost injured, to which Adam alluded to one of them actually getting hurt. Jens, in true Drew McIntyre fashion, that was the end of the road for him. He couldn't go any further. He refused. He wasn't apologizing to the two referees because he believes they're the reason why he's not world champion. He wasn't going to apologize to Adam or anybody else because he believes that Adam is allowing CM Punk to do whatever he wants, no matter the consequences. He feels like the world is against him, like it's him against everybody else. And he feels like even the WWE universe is being disrespectful to him because of everything that he's gone through. They still cheer for a man who has disrespected him time and time again and cost him opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. He decided to get even more irate and push the referees. And when Adam's glasses threw off, I was like, is we going to get NWA Adam or not? Because what I'm tired of is Adam having all of that strength and not using it. Have y'all seen the videos of Adam Pearce wrestling back in the day? He was a monster. Are you kidding me? I would have choke slammed the shit out of Drew McIntyre. Okay? I'm getting tired of getting my ass whooped. Okay, there was one thing that Vinnie Mac did that I thought was very, very smart. And that was bulk up and stop taking them bumps and getting your ass whooped. Okay. Vince McMahon is a lot of things. He is a lot of things, and a lot of them ain't good. And we ain't going down that path. But one of them that he was smart. That man said, I'm tired of getting thrown around. I'm tired of getting my ass whooped. I've got bruises everywhere. I ain't got enough cushion to take this shit. I'm going to bulk up. Now, did he bulk up legally? No. But that's not the point. The point is he went he went to go get some scriff so they couldn't just toss his ass around like that, because there was a time where Vince McMahon was getting his ass whooped on the regular. Okay, we talking like thrown around the ring ass whippings, okay? And if I was Adam, I wouldn't take that, because the way Drew McIntyre and Brian Breaker be walking up on people and talking shit to people, it's about time that you understand that just because you have strength and power, it does not mean that you can wield it however you want to. I would not be taking that shit. What you're not going to do is walk up in my face and be disrespectful. Back the fuck up off me before you walk up out of here swole, or you not walk up out of here at all. You understand? Because one thing I don't play about, one thing I don't play about is me. I will protect me at all costs. You feel me? I'm not about to let you disrespect me. Get your bum ass up out of here. Looking like you took a whole bag of Cheeto dust and rubbed it all over your body. Get the fuck out of my face. I'll get to Brian Breaker's stupid ass in a second. Now, as Adam was trying to stop Drew McIntyre from acting a fool, see, Seth came out there. Now, Drew did mention Seth as well. He was like, Seth trying to jump the line and take my opportunity from me. He was like, he ain't getting shit. He not getting nothing, because I'm next in line. I'm going to get another title opportunity before he will. And I was like, how the fuck you figure that? You done had 7 of them. What you mean? No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No. You're not getting anything, babe. Let me see what the comments say. This restaurant may need to be a chop because I have been overly fatigued for the last few weeks, and it don't matter how much sleep I get. Depending on how my double goes this Sunday, I just may put in my 2 weeks. Well, do whatever you gotta do, baby. Make sure you have something lined up just in case. Hey, Kenny. So Seth came out there, kicked him in the face, was gonna curb stomp him, but he ran away, and then the security came out there and was holding him back. And Seth basically was checking on Adam like, hey, you all right? You good? He was like, hey, an asshole's gonna be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep you together. You good? You good? Okay. He seemed to be good. So that was the segment with Mr. Drew McIntyre. Now, the closer of the show was between Ilya and Sami Zayn. And I'm just going to talk about this to get this out of the way. Now, Brian Breaker was pissing in his feelings because Ilya got a title shot and he didn't. Quite frankly, I don't understand how you feel like you deserve a title shot. I could kind of fuck with you a bit if something weird happened in your match, like you got low blowed by accident, or the referee didn't see that your shoulder was up and they counted anyway. That's when I would be like, well, Brian got a point. But Brian, shoulders was pinned to the ground. There's no discrepancy in the referee's count. You lost. 1, 2, 3. I don't care how many times you attack Sami Zayn after you lose. Bitch, you lost. Why are you going after Sami, talking about mad at Pierce because Ilya got a title shot, but you don't? The fuck? No, you don't got one. And Adam said, no, I'm not giving you one. Bitch, you lost. Can you not count? Do you not understand how this shit works? You can't get no title shot because you lost, bro. Plain and simple. What the fuck you thought this was? Bro, he wasn't having that. He wasn't having that. So he waited until the end of the show because he was escorted out. But he waited to the end of the show. I know what you was talking about, Rico. I got you. No worries. He waited to the end of the show. And then came in there, attacked Ilya, attacked Sami, and was standing tall over both of them. Sure, go off. Whatever makes you happy. But baby, that wasn't even the best part of the show. You see, Chad Gable was pissed off because he felt like Adam Pearce was not doing enough to, one, find the culprits that attacked him and several others with the Wyatt family, but two, to ensure that he was safe. Adam told him last week, there's a reason why they coming after you. Have you ever stopped to think why? And Chad wasn't trying to hear that shit. So Chad was lurking in the shadows like he always do with his creeper ass. Lurking back there and heard them talking and came out to heard Otis, Maxine, and Akira talking and decided to sneak in and say, hey, I heard y'all talking about me. I appreciate y'all coming up and helping me. I appreciate that so much. And Otis was like, what the hell are you talking about? Akira was like, I have no idea what he's talking about. None whatsoever. And Maxine was like, I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. And basically, she was like, we decided we're going to help Xavier because Xavier walks up. She's like, hey, Xavier, listen, we know that Kofi is out and we fully understand that you are kind of alone in this with the Final Testament. So you got a match with them next week. And Otis and Akira wanted to know if you needed some help to have them by your side, to which Xavier welcomed the help, because he was going to be going up against what? 4 men? Is it 4 men or 3? It's 3 men in Final Testament, right? It was, welcoming the help, of course. And Maxine will probably be the way to take care of, or at least provide a distraction for Scarlett. Okay. Scarlett, no shade, Maxine, but Scarlett can wrestle circles around you, baby. If they let her loose. Now, Chad Gable was adamant that he was going to confront him because he knew who it was. It's Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas is the guy. And everybody like, well, yeah, we know who it is. We know who it is, babe. We know. We know. Not seeing them get choked. They said we did nothing like that. We did nothing of the sort. At period. They were like, we not about to get our asses whooped for you, Chad. Okay. So they went on ahead and left Chad. Chad called them pathetic and walked away. I'm like, nah, bitch, the pathetic one is you. Begging for help from people who don't even fuck with you is weirdo behavior. But Bo Dallas was called out by Chad Gable. Bo Dallas came out there. And Chad Gable had the Creed brothers attack him. I told y'all that the Creed brothers was going to join up with Chad Gable. I told you. They beat the brakes off of Bo Dallas. Okay, they beat his arse. All right. Now, Bo Dallas was laughing while getting his ass whooped. And when I say he was laughing, baby, he was cackling like a howling hyena out there. And I was like, this is scary as fuck. Do y'all not see how this man is out here? I would stop whooping his ass and leave him alone. If you laughing at me while I'm whooping your ass, something is wrong. Okay? I don't know. But Bo Dallas in the corner, every time he laughed, Chad couldn't take it. He was just like, we did it, ha ha ha. But Bo Dallas would start laughing. And then this last time, Bo got in the corner and was laughing, cackling. And Chad goes up to him and grabs him by the face, like, why are you laughing? And then he says, there you are. And that scared the shit out of Chad. And then the lights went out. And then the Wyatts came out. Now, before that, they gave us a glimpse into Eric Rowan. He's one of the members, and I believe he is the rabbit in this particular case. And his was just as sad because Eric Rowan not only lost Bray, he also lost Brody Lee. And that really broke his heart. It wasn't that long ago that Brody Lee died. And then some years later, Bray Wyatt passes away, and that's got to be rough. And he said that he was just in his own pit of despair. He didn't want to come out. He never wanted to, participate. He wanted to relish in that pain because he didn't feel like he deserved to be free. And that broke my heart because I don't think anybody should ever suffer in that much grief. You should never ever be hurting in that much grief. That can be so consuming and so painful. And I felt so bad for him. And then he said that there was a hand that reached out to him and he took it. And he felt like he was a part of something again, like he had a purpose. And he said, now I feel like the broken hearts that we have can finally be made anew and create something beautiful. I'm happy that he found a new purpose and that he's happy. But I also know what that means. And it's going to be a long, winding road for the white sick. It's given in anime when the hero strikes them, hits, and their villain laughs, cracks their neck, and starts levitating. Child, it was scary as hell. They all came out there, and Chad Gable was the first to run, first one to run, which gave punk ass behavior. It's just on some punk level type shit. And he ran his ass up out of there, and the Creed brothers ran up out of there. And that's how that segment ended with all of them in the ring together. I suspect that over the next couple of weeks, we will get more from the Wyatt Sick because they delivered this tape to Pat directly while he was on ESPN. So each member is probably going to end up telling their story. The only one that hasn't really revealed themselves is Nikki Cross. When they revealed each member, she kept her mask on. She didn't reveal herself, which is kind of shocking a little bit because it leads me to believe that Bliss could still be in play here somewhere. That's just the way my brain is like, hmm, hmm. But anyways, that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Monday Night Raw. Now on Tuesday, okay, last week we had Joe Hendry pop up. This week, I don't know. We had Joe Hendry. We had the Rascals pop up. This week you're supposed to have the Rascals and supposed to have the Rascals and oh God. The Rascals are supposed to face off against Gallus. I couldn't get that out. And we saw OTM beat Gallows and Anderson. So I don't know. We'll wait and see where everything is gonna go. But it's gonna be a lot of stuff happening on NXT, and you gotta watch NXT. It's the best, one of the best weekly episodic wrestling shows on TV right now. They really are hot when it comes to their women's division. It's just as good as their men's division. Everything is equal across the board. It's fun to watch. It's interesting storylines going. It's just a good time. It's just a good time. Um, Friday, Friday, of course, Cody Rhodes has got to answer to Solo's attack on Randy Orton. So I suspect that Randy will be out. I suspect that Randy will be out for quite some for just for a little bit, maybe a week or two. And it's just gonna be, you know, Cody doing solo dolo. He's gonna probably call out them next week. I don't know. I mean, this Friday, I don't know exactly what he's gonna do, but of course, you're gonna see Tiffany Stratton, Bailey, the whole nine. Everything's gonna be happening, and then we're gonna be leading up to SummerSlam. SummerSlam is gonna be in 2 weeks, and it's gonna be here in Cleveland. Okay, Jelly Roll is set to be have the theme for SummerSlam this year, which I'm very happy about because I love Jelly Roll. I think he's great. I hope he gets an opportunity to perform at SummerSlam. They gave Hardy an opportunity to perform. I think they should let Jelly Roll perform. Jelly Roll is fun. He ain't gonna be drunk like Hardy was. He gonna have a good time. He gonna make sure you feel it. You feel me? So we are the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is here. So I get the theme. The way they got it set up is really cool with the theme of SummerSlam this year. They got the rock and roll graphics and everything. It looked like Guitar Hero is what it reminds me of. Dry, have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's what the infographic looked like.
Well, yeah.
It reminds me of Guitar Hero,
Yeah.
but when you look at it play on TV, the graphics move.
Right.
They change,
Uh,
which it gives very much rock and roll, which I love. The only match that's currently booked right now is the World Heavyweight Championship, but I suspect by Friday, Solo's match with Cody's going to be booked, and the match with LA Knight and Logan Paul will also be signed and sealed, and those two matches will be booked. We already know that Nia Jax is already scheduled to go up against um Bailey at SummerSlam. Her match is already set in stone, so we got that as well. So those four matches are already booked. More than likely, Rhea Ripley is gonna be going up against Liv Morgan. She did accept Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan did accept Rhea's challenge. So there are 5 matches that are booked right now. You still have the Intercontinental Championship, which more than likely will get booked next week with the triple threat. The tag team titles have not been booked for SummerSlam, which honestly, I would book the tag team titles for SummerSlam with Miz and R-Truth again, or at least give Miz an opportunity at them titles randomly, something. He's owed that. And the tag team titles on SmackDown have to be booked for SummerSlam as well. At least I think that they should be. So there you have it, folks. I'm pretty sure they'll figure out some other stuff to add to the card. SummerSlam is one of the big 5, so it's gonna be a good time. With all that being said, ladies and gents, we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks until SummerSlam. It's crazy. Will you be at SummerSlam? I am not going to physically be at the show because I'm hosting a watch party for my friends and my family. And for those who couldn't afford to go to the show, I'm hosting the watch party at my house. And they'll be here with me, hollering and screaming, hopefully at the projector, which we gotta get that worked out this weekend, Jared. Okay. Hopefully we have that worked out. Otherwise, we're gonna be all in the house, piled around the table downstairs. Are all these titles being defended? For the most part, the titles that are being defended are the ones that already have current feuds now. The World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship, the Women's World Title, the Women's WWE Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and the US title will all be defended at SummerSlam, I suspect. Everybody's been booked and ready to go. LA Knight's been pushing for his match. It's happening at SummerSlam. Logan Paul is one of the advertised people on this card for this show. It's happening at SummerSlam. He's in all of the posters. So it's gonna happen. Um the Intercontinental Championship, they literally let that close out the show today. If they aren't booking it for a championship match at SummerSlam, I'd be fucking shocked, honestly. So yes, for the most part, most of the titles will be defended at SummerSlam. I don't think the tag team titles will be though, but I do think most of the titles will be defended at SummerSlam. This will be the first time both of the women's titles have been defended on the same pay-per-view since Mania, right? SummerSlam is big enough for them to do that, which is why I think next year they're going to 2 nights, because they want to be able to utilize SummerSlam the same way that they utilize WrestleMania, which I don't blame them for that. I just wish they would have did that here while they were here in Cleveland. But they petty like that. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this recap of Monday Night Raw. I hope I didn't miss anything. I will see your beautiful faces tomorrow after NXT goes off, and we can talk about it. Okay? Okay. No, they won't be defended, but it's not the end of the world. They'll probably be defended at the next pay per view, which is Bash in Berlin. That's right. Bash in Berlin is going to be 3 weeks after SummerSlam. So don't worry. Just because you don't see one, you'll see the other at the next PLE. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT. Bye.